Just what have you seen out of Illinois, and I guess how far back do you go to watch them?
Yeah.
Now that you're at the 20-game mark of the Big Ten
you don't
season.
go back. You don't go back too far, just
Right.
because things change so much. With teams, you want to see them with the personnel that they have. Obviously, Epps is not playing. He's been starting. He's played really well, for them. But yeah, it's a little different when you have your last 2 games are both single plays. Because some things that happened earlier in the year really it just doesn't matter. You just got to get locked into what they're running now. Kind of watching some teams that you think will be similar. They just played Michigan, Hunter Dickinson, obviously. You watch them versus Trey Davis, just some people that that they would think about doubling or might double or actually doubling. So from that standpoint, you try to watch some of that and just kind of see. But we've seen about everything. For us, it's more of just being able to get good shots, take care of the basketball. They're very athletic and very good in transition. They got a lot of good individual players that can make one-on-one plays, and so just got to try to shrink the court as much as possible and make it hard for them not to get rhythm shots, but also just not live in the paint. They do a great job of driving the basketball and getting the ball to the rim.
They're a very long team. A lot of guys that can handle the ball in the perimeter. How do you counteract that?
Yeah, they block shots, they get steals, they use their length, they have interchangeable pieces. By ball movement, by knowing what we're doing offensively, having people in the right spots at the right time, especially when the ball goes into the post, and just keep moving the basketball, keep screening, The one thing with it is people will overdo Zach. When they overdo Zach, you got to be ready to play. If they don't do that, then Zach's going to have a lot of space, and you got to be able to play off of that. So, but no, they, when you don't have length and you get behind plays, you're just kind of praying somebody misses. When you get behind plays and you have that length, sometimes, you can still make a play, but they just got such a better chance of getting back into that play and deflecting a ball or blocking a shot or changing a shot. And that's what, as a coach, is frustrating, because you execute and get something good, and you end up with nothing because of their length.
How big is this game tomorrow, just in terms of confidence? What a win be ahead of the postseason?
Yeah, just trying to, obviously, you get a win at Wisconsin, and then just trying to get another win going into the Big Ten tournament, and beating another quality team. And it's a little bit different, because obviously the thing you're really trying to do is be playing well or getting suited for the NCAA tournament. That is the key more than anything. But we've done it every which way, and I don't think there's one way to be able to sit there and say, okay, I hope this happens. Obviously, you hope we win more than anything. But we've seen guys win the Big Ten tournament and lose in the first round. We've seen guys lose in the first round of the Big Ten tournament, whatever. We've seen people win their last home game, lose their last home game. I don't think you can find one thing that jumps out and says this is the cure all, for you. You try to execute, you try to play well, and do all the little things to help you win the game.
What do you like about what Trey and Zach do when they're on the floor?
Yeah.
We're seeing that line up a little bit more and more at the end of the year. What do you like about it?
Yeah, I've held that at the end of his rotation and let him play. I like it from an offensive standpoint and from a rebounding standpoint. Like, I think that, Trey, just kind of finds ways to score. Sometimes being with Zach, if he's in there, he doesn't have as much room to navigate unless we call something and get him out of there. But Trey's a really good player. He's been unfortunate, obviously, because Zach plays so many minutes that he hasn't played as much. But really just trying to, get some more offense at that time, at that break of the game. I've done it a couple times here the last, 2-3 games, and I think that's what we're really looking for there, is just trying to get more opportunities for him, with the ball in the block. Talking about Trey, obviously.
Right.
You've mentioned Fletcher this year that he had a good mid-range game, just hasn't really got to it. That's kind of what got him going against Wisconsin. Is that something that's just a read and react, or are you trying to get him to get a couple to go down in the mid-range?
Well, it's what we run, but also how they defend it. If people are going to be in a drop, you're going to have a better chance of getting your pull-up. If people are going to be aggressive on ball screens, you can drag it out a little bit, but you're probably not going to get to your mid-range there as they push you out. Just calling things because we know they're in a drop for him to attack that 5. And if he drops too early and too deep, and we can get a good ball screen, now he's got his on-ball defender off of him, and he can get to his pull-up.
How different is this game just in terms of preparation since you haven't played it before?
Yeah, it is different, but it's different for both teams. So I don't think it's anything that's advantageous for Illinois or advantageous for Purdue. Like, you just kind of dive into it. But most important is your own team. Illinois is going to worry about what we do. We're going to worry about what they do, but you can't exchange what's the most important for your own team.
When you play in the Big Ten tournament next Friday, does that, you try to get a little bit more rest next week, and how do you balance practice and making sure these guys are fresh for the tournament?
Yeah, we'll definitely take off Monday. I don't know what we'll do on Tuesday yet. We've had 2 days off back-to-back weeks. This will be the third week we've had 2 days off if we do it. So just, trying to get ready. Obviously, there's early practices on Tuesday or Wednesday. You're not going to know your opponent. You're going to know who it could be, but you're not going to know your opponent. So once again, just trying to get a lot of shots up. Just got to keep yourself ready. But yeah, we've been in this position ever since they went to a double bye. So outside of the year of COVID, which we got ready for the tournament, but we didn't play in the tournament. So we've been in this position every year. And so, like I said earlier, if there was a common theme to help us, always win, we would stay with it. But it's hard. You get on a neutral court, you play your first game, how you finish the season, getting ready for the NCAA tournament. But I also like it because it, kind of gets you ready, get the juices going before the NCAA tournament.
As you went back and looked at the film from Thursday defensively, what did you like, and was there something there that you can build on here?
I liked our matchups with our bigs. I thought we did a good job of, with Tyler Wall. I liked Zach being on him, and obviously we kept Crawl away from being in the post and just really being those two guys really being a factor in the game. I thought their guards did some good things. I thought Klesman, really played well. Asesian is a really tough cover, the way he can move and shoot the basketball. Hepburn's a really good player. We let those guys get away from us a little bit. Like, I thought at the end of the game we were much better in terms of our challenges and making it tough for them. But we let those guys get away and knock down some threes. In the first half, they had the kid that came off the bench that made those three shots. That was huge. We're at 4. He really kept them in it at that time. And just got to do a better job of getting guys out of rhythm more than anything, from shooting threes.
You stick with the same lineup?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And as you went back, anything stand out what Brandon did as opposed to just watching it live?
No, I thought he brought good energy defending in the Indiana game. So I thought he did the same thing in this game. He had some open looks that didn't go down for him, but he's a good shooter and he'll make those. And he's getting more of an opportunity because of what he's doing, rebounding his energy and his defense.
Right.
Obviously we'd love for him to hit a shot. But it's, I thought Ethan did some good things for us defensively too, and he made 2 huge threes for us. So, just trying to get a positive response from everybody that's involved to help us move on and get better.
Because of the early season success, are you almost having to in-game play with some rotations that you didn't really early because stuff was working?
A little bit. It's not as much in theory as it is matchups.
Oh.
Yeah, and just so if you find somebody that can guard another guy and make it harder, then we're going to stick with it. If you find someone that's a tough matchup, we're going to get away from it, obviously. So, it's more matchups than anything. If we see something offensively we can get to with somebody, that we stick with it more. But a lot of what I do as the season goes on ends up being more defense than offense. Not always, but more times than not.
So Morton and Newman playing together. Wisconsin had 2 ball handlers.
Yeah, no question. Like, both of them have size. Both of them get up into them and make it harder for them to have threes. And when you have Zach that's in there now, it's not necessarily, he's not a shot blocker where you funnel people to him, but he still makes it hard for people down there, to make plays.